Alright, let's see behind the door. Are you going? I am. Ooh. Ooh, this is lovely. This is just fantastic. I love inverted colors. They're not creepy at all. There's a novel here. A strange book, isn't it? But lots of people have read it. I wrote it. But the name is my friend's. Yes, I hate it. I know, I've told you that again and again. The name itself is great. My teacher gave it to me. But I hate myself so much for not living up to the name. Is this room 101? It's blotted out and unreadable. I never did find out what's in there. Maybe it's something you unlock after the game. This is where we part. This is my world. This door leads to my current world. It's very tiny, and still restricted. It's open. Why did it come to this? You're smart, so perhaps you know. If you know the answer, tell me, Alan. Yeah, I'm confused like you are. 10 is sharp of quadruple X. What? Mother. Father. I have to go. What? There's a diary. Variety of books. I don't want to miss anything in this room. I bought a house. Well, it was formerly a facility. It's much too big for me. I can see myself getting lost easily. I'm indebted to Cliff once again. I should really thank him later. Today I met a girl. A few days ago she was found near a house that burned down, and seems to be the daughter. She insists there's someone other than her. She seems to have another personality, so I gave her double the furniture and such. Oh, this is teacher's notebook. I wasn't sure what to do, but at any rate, I found a research subject this way. She's now in my care. No symptoms at the moment. Met a second girl. I received a letter 3 days ago that had all the particulars. Perhaps because of what she's been through, she's much less cheery. She's reluctant to talk with me. She enjoyed talking with the other girl, albeit not for very long. It may be slow, but I'll try to get her talking with me. No symptoms at the moment. The third, I met a boy. I was surprised, but given his mother, I decided to take him in. He talks plenty, but he's illogical. He was a little awkward with the two girls, but they're playing together a few days later. Today he kept putting frogs on my head. He's a bit too mischievous. No symptoms. I met the fourth, a girl. She walked from a town in the woods. I talked with her and she told me about a new mysterious illness. Evidently it wiped out her town. Did she have a resistance to it? I'm a little interested, but it's unrelated. She doesn't want to talk about it much. It's hard to talk with her. She doesn't talk with the other girls, just playing piano in her room. No symptoms. All the children have the potential to break out, but still no symptoms. But are they even symptoms? How did it go back then? I'm getting a headache. I'll stop for now. A few pages are ripped out. I met a fifth child. He was outside when the incident happened. He says the shock caused memory loss. At a glance I was surprised. It's just a hunch, but he must be on the verge. I'll watch him very carefully. 2 seasons have passed since then. What have I been doing? I feel like my chest is burning. I see the scene in my mind again. This must mean yes. Very soon. It must be over soon. My head hurts. I'm sorry. Fuck. Sorry about that. Scrap of paper. Notebook scrap. When I came to, it was my usual world. She's still sleeping today. I X'd lots of people, but I was never X'd. Why is that? Should I have been X'd more? What is X? But there's no bad people left. There's only good people around me. The cat says only bad people can X. Which is right. I don't know. I don't know a thing. I just kept trying to X people so I can be X'd. Oh. Is there anything else in here? 'Cause I'm pretty confused. Read this notebook. victims of nightmare syndrome continue to increase. I'm glad they found some good food, but they're up to something in our world to drag people into the world. Parents suddenly being violent to children, abandoning them, forsaking them. It must be the rabbit's power. The cat must be up to something too. What did he tell me back then? I only took one thing from you. Was it really only one? Can a person be so easily ruined by having one thing taken? Is the cat lying? I don't have a clue. There's no time. No time. No time. The door. Oh, I accidentally clicked it again. Oopsies. Books, 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 books. Oh, save. Alright. This looks like a weird crawl space. I guess we've reached the end of our journey. Alan! If you're here, then... No, that cat can't be trusted. You really are proficient at breaking promises. Sorry. It's quite troubling. That key! It looks sharp. Give that to teacher, would you? Right away. Now! I'm gonna hide the key. Very well. This might hurt a little. I'm sorry. Ow. Haha. Doesn't even hurt. Now can end this awful dream. Yes, it's the end. Will you hear my story? This isn't my first time in the world. I've been here before. Nightmare syndrome. As an avid reader, I'm sure you've heard of it at least once. It's a disease that keeps one from waking and takes their soul. The cause is said to be unknown, but I believe it emerges in children whose hearts are in darkness. So it kind of sounds like a mix of the doll syndrome from Dot Hack and Inception. Have you noticed? I took in hurt children with nowhere to go, helped them and let them live with me. But secretly I observed and studied them as children who could acquire the sickness. I must have upset you. I'm sorry. I want to destroy this world and these dreams, whatever it takes. I lost someone important to me right before my eyes, in this world. Ever since then, I've thought of nothing else. It was my selfishness. So it is like Inception. So when you arrived, I was very surprised. Maybe because you reminded me of myself from back then. If I made you unhappy, I thought you'd acquire it, but I couldn't do that. Soon, my door opened. I should have come alone. The rest of you were taken in as well, and the entrance grew bigger as a result. I tried various things, but nothing worked. Alan, though you opened the door, you did nothing wrong. It's all my fault. There, it's okay. This is my dream. My world. I've made too much weakness. Before I knew it, I was drowning in more than I could imagine. Or manage. So I have to end it. For her as well. She's not very smart. She often told me so. I searched long, but I guess it was all for naught. Take this. Gotta lock it. I couldn't give you what you wanted most, because I was never given it. I don't even know what it's like. I'm sorry. If you have nothing, then you should make something. You have wonderful friends all around you. Just take it slow. You're smart, Alan, and you'll be fine. Right. I'm an adult. Allegedly, so they won't eat me? I'll figure something out. There's a number for a man named Cliff on my desk. Say my name and he'll come help you. He's my one and only friend. He's very kind. You'll be fine. Oh. Please forget about me. Then no one will have to come here again. Good night, Alan. Why wasn't I X'd? I thought I would be X'd then, but I simply wasn't able to X. Because I didn't know how to X. What will I do now? I've lost everything. I have nothing. I'm so sleepy. X me. Someone please X me. Hello? Oh man. It's been so long since I've been back in this place. This music is like... I don't like it. It feels like it's taunting me. These controls. This map. A diary. Type in? Oh crap. How do I get it? Teacher? Teacher? Teacher. Good night, teacher. Is that it? Do I not to... Wow. Oh man. I should have made more different saves than that. Because now I have to go in and find out what all the different endings are. So I guess after this goes through, I'll reload and see if I can find that the note on his desk with his name. What was that? Why did I have to write on it? Was there a clue somewhere? Maybe I'll have to look for that. But this was a really cool game. I really like the art. It's really different from a lot of the RPG Maker games I see. Because people can make RPG Maker games with a various library of RPG makers. Like, I'm familiar with RPG Maker XP because it has some of the better art in my opinion, which doesn't really matter because you can change it to whatever you want. But a lot of people use, I think, RPG Maker Ace or VX or something like that, and it's got this really weird, short, fat body style sprite that I really don't like. So it was really nice to see a game with taller sprites, and you know, they looked really cute. They had this weird kind of face where they weren't giving off too much expression, but you could always tell, like, they were always really sad. I guess that's the idea. But it was really nice, and all the scrapbook art, they were really good. It's a pretty good game, and the English translation really nice. I can't really tell that somebody made this game and then in Japanese and then brought it to English, so that was really cool too. And I'm glad I could experience this. And good night. Is that around his neck? Is that the locket? Alright, well before I do this, I'm gonna break it off in chunks. So, see you in a bit.